Welcome all to another video. So today I wanted to talk to you about crystalline conflict because I've seen a lot of people who are intimidated to play crystalline conflict and don't really give it a chance because they're afraid they suck or that everyone who plays crystalline conflict is crazy good. Well, I'm here to tell you that everyone should try crystalline conflict even if you think you suck. And this is coming from someone who actually does suck at crystalline conflict, but still plays it multiple times a week. I've been in the bronze ranking, which is the lowest ranking for a while, and just recently got into the silver ranking, but that doesn't stop me from playing and having a good time. I'm clearly not an expert in PvP, so this won't be a guide to crystalline conflict, but more of a chat on why you should try this game mode. I think Crystalline Conflict is the best PvP mode in the game. Frontlines really doesn't do it for me, so if the only other PvP you've tried is Frontlines, Crystalline Conflict is very different and much better in my opinion. So now let's get into why you should try Crystalline Conflict. Reason number one, it's fun. Crystalline Conflict is intense, fast-paced, and can be chaotic, but that's what makes it so fun. Every match is different, which keeps it engaging, and the games go by quick, running about 5 minutes each. You're gonna win, lose, be killed multiple times, but that's the game and it's still really fun. The damage you do can also be really satisfying. Each job has their own limit break that each player individually uses once it's full, and some of these limit breaks are strong. Now, I won't get into job balancing or changes for PvP skills, but the skills and damage themselves are fun and different for each job. Also, you do get used to the gameplay of Crystalline Conflict fairly quickly. At first, it seems kind of all over the place, but after a few matches, you'll start to feel more comfortable with the speed and style. Reason number two, it's a different game mode, which can be great and refreshing when you're tired of doing dailies or MSQ or the same old content. I've definitely gotten burnt out from the game in general at times, and Crystalline Conflict does help spice things up a bit. Reason number three, it's a fun way to try a job that you might not normally play. I don't usually play White Mage or Dragoon in normal content, but I love playing these jobs in PvP. And the jobs I main in normal content, like Astro or Red Mage, I don't really like playing in PvP. So Crystalline Conflict could be a great way to try a job you don't play or you don't like in the PvE context. Okay, reason number four. Crystalline Conflict is a great way to level a job. Since games are short, you can get a good amount of experience points in not a super long time. And you can start playing at level 30. I leveled my White Mage from 80 to 90 pretty quickly without even realizing it through Crystalline Conflict. And again, if there's a job you don't like but you want to level, try Crystalline Conflict because you might actually like how the job plays in this mode, and if not, you can still level it a little less painfully than in normal content. Reason number five, the rewards. Each season, you get new rewards, and after the season is over, usually after a few months, you cannot get those rewards anymore. There are mounts, emotes, minions, glams, etc. that you can only get through Crystalline Conflict. There are also rewards you trade crystal trophies or wolf marks for, which include minions, orchestron rolls, house singing items, etc. that are always available. These latter rewards I mentioned could be beefed up, but overall there are some really cool PvP exclusive rewards. And now for reason number six. The system makes it so that you play at your level until you prove you can play at a higher level, aka you rank up. Now, there are both casual and ranked matches, so if you don't care about ranking, you can always go into these casual matches. However, I honestly don't see a difference between these two in terms of gameplay or anything, so I always go into ranked matches. Now, the big point here is that with how Square Enix set it up, you're not going to be a new or low rank player playing with someone who was in Crystal rank, the highest rank. So you are playing with people who are at your same level. That's not saying you won't get absolutely demolished, but don't feel nervous about having to be great at Crystalline Conflict to play, because the ranking system allows you to play at any skill level. So if you're like me and aren't crazy good at Crystalline Conflict, you'll stay in a lower rank, while others who are good will rank up and compete in higher rankings. Also, literally no one cares if you suck. Everyone is dying, pushing the crystal, or trying to execute the perfect limit break, so really, no one is paying attention to you as an individual player, so have fun with it and don't take it too seriously. Also, you can't chat in PvP. You can only use predetermined chats like push the crystal or limit break ready, so no one is going to cuss you out in chat. I've died a lot in Crystalline Conflict and have never had a bad experience with someone being rude. I also wanted to mention some general things that I think you should know in case you do want to try Crystalline Conflict. Your hotbar in PvP is not the same as your normal hotbar is in regular content. You have these compressed skills. They do basically the same thing as your normal skills, but there's less of them in PvP. So you do have to go to the Wolf's Den to edit your skills onto your PvP hotbar. It's not complicated, but a lot of people get confused by this at first. And then at the Wolf's Den, you can also practice your PvP skills here with the striking dummies, which I do recommend for you to get used to the skills before joining a match. There's also a more private striking dummy upstairs on the ship if you want that. I would also read through the PvP tab where you can learn about the skills, add chats to your hotbar, etc. And then when you're in a match, make sure you're pushing the crystal. That's the main objective of the game, so don't go off chasing people while the crystal is left unoccupied by your team. And then last tip, if everyone in your team is dead or dying, don't go into the opposing team alone. You might be tempted to keep pushing the crystal at this point, but if it's 1v5, then you will definitely be demolished in a couple seconds. Of course, if the opposing team is almost at your post, then you would definitely go in alone to kind of try to stall them. And there we have it. Why you should play Crystalline Conflict even if you suck. I hope this video showed you that Crystalline Conflict is a fun game mode that anyone can play, and that you should give it a try, even if it seems intimidating. I promise it's really fun and not scary. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, and let me know what you think about Crystalline Conflict in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for all of the support, and please make sure you're subscribed to the channel for some more Final Fantasy related content.